What is up, everyone? We got a special video here today because the one and only Connor Quest is joining me, and we will be reacting to his album together. And he's going to give us some insights. And I mean, this is going to be, I think, a great little video for everyone here. Welcome, Connor Quest.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it, as always.
Do you want to give us a little bit of a background on, how long it took to make this and what this album is about, or maybe the intention of the album?
Yeah, so this album I've been working on for about a year. I think I started it in last February, which was also sort of the return of me as an artist as well. So it sort of coincided with me getting back on the horse. What inspired it really was me trying to be a producer again, because it's everything apart from one song on this album is self-produced, which is very odd for me. I don't do a lot of production. I've historically not done a lot of production.
Okay.
But I ended up in this hole after finding this one artist that I really, really liked their instrumentals, and I was like, God, I want to make an instrumental like that, and I failed 5 times. But what I had at the end of it was 5 pretty good instrumentals, regardless of if they were, what I wanted out of them or not. So I was like, I can make something of this.
Okay.
So that's where this sort of spawned from. And then the album is called Composing a Villain. They all sort of center around different areas of villainous psyche, not necessarily any component of a villain specifically, or any specific villain, but sort of semantics and ideas that generally you think of when it comes to, villainy and bad guys.
I always love diving into some well-written, whether it's an anime or show, whatever. When the bad guy's well-written, like that's when I enjoy it the most. Let's get into the first one here. This one is called "It's Alive."
Yeah, so this is just a short intro track, so nothing too spectacular, but it sets the tone.
Okay, some creepy sound effects right here. Okay,
the album is alive.
This kind of reminds me of, you've watched Arcane, right? Like,
yeah,
Warwick, the whole when he finally,
it's very Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, just a little nice little intro bit just to set the tone. That's all that is.
Okay, let's do the first song then. The actual first song. Yeah. Something's Wrong with Me is...
Yeah, and this one has a video accompaniment that we'll be releasing when the album releases.
All right, let's get right into this one. Pressure Canal, let's go. What?
I'm about to lose my mind. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. We're running out of time. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. Conversations in my head I'm not involved in. Carry on without me, I don't wanna listen anyway. You are lucky there's no rent that I'm imposing. With how long you've been living there, there'd be a lot of debt to pay. Mine expelled.
Okay, the production level of this is insane. I love the intro to this song.
Thank you.
Damn, okay, we actually cooking, huh?
Starting off strong.
And potted cells, jacket bells, I popped a pill, it as an L. Feels like a year since I felt my face. Think my body is well past its sell by day. I'm about to lose my mind. Something's wrong with me. Something's
okay, so much is going on here. There's the background vocals where she's like kind of repeating after you, and then there's a little bit of screaming, and the beat is going crazy too. What's going on, Connor Quest?
The Ants alive! We're here. This is sort of a style that I was really wanting to refine this year, and I think this is one of my best examples of it. And
Oh my
I'm
God.
I'm very glad I saved it for this release.
Like there's so many different parts of music that people enjoy, right? Like when it comes to flow, to vocals, to the production, to the rhythm, to like, how fast the rhyme schemes. Like so much happens in music where you don't even need to be good at all of it in a single song for it to be a good song, right? But what you're doing here is this Frankenstein thing where you're actually doing all of it in one song.
It's an amalgamation.
I'm brought in this cage, oh well at least you'll be safe. I guess I've got insane. Something's wrong with me, something's wrong with me. Yeah, something is up, skins crawling from touching bugs. Who's I'm done the nuts. Keep shooting myself in the foot when I'm jumping the gun. My own thoughts are double bluffs.
Keep shooting myself in the foot with... Okay. Explain some of this for me.
I had to bring the bars as well. It wouldn't be a Connor Quest album without the bars.
Yeah, that was the only thing missing up until this point.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of my better verses, I think, honestly.
Something's wrong with me. Yeah, something is up, skins crawling from touching bugs. Who's I'm done the nuts. Keep shooting myself in the foot when I'm jumping the gun. My own thoughts are double bluffs. Trauma dumping my illness. Can't even trust my guts to not spill. Just swept that under the rug with my grudges. Plus this shovel that's covered in blood drips. Then I felt much better.
Love the rhyming there, and I love how you're like delving into the psyche as well, right? Of a villain. Do you want to explain some of that, like how you got inspired to take this angle?
Yeah, so I mean the chorus came first, as it does with a lot of my songs. I will often have the chorus first, and then that often trails into whatever I want the rest of the song to be. And this one, specifically this one, will be like anime psychopaths. That's sort of the theme around this, and it's sort of that just like realizing you're going insane, realizing there's something not quite right with you, and just being like almost scared of it, almost scared of yourself in that regard.
Right. Yeah.
And lock me up, cut off all means of escape. I'll rot in this cage. Oh well, at least you'll be safe. Like it's sort of trying to come to terms with what you're becoming, which is something a villain will go through at one stage.
Yeah, even when you mentioned like being past your expiry date, and these are all like, I guess you're right. Yeah, like before no one becomes no one is trying to be a villain. I feel maybe there's a few, but
there's a few, but yeah, but we'll get to those ones.
but most of them, like it's a slow like they just give up a few things here and there, and it just adds up until like next thing you know,
into madness.
Exactly.
Chainsaw blades of a moron and hell for leather. Not there upstairs where I close the cellar. I cover help, I can measure to myself with 7 lines ended, but not my sentence. White walls to deprive senses. Try all to the night entrance. Smash up the rise, electrify fences for high flight, fight or death risks.
Every inch of me is screaming, be afraid of you, and don't make sudden moves. You were left alone, I messed up home, but please, oh God, won't you let me go? Let me go. Let me
You cook so hard here.
Thank you.
let me go.
I'm about to lose my mind. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. We're running out of time. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. So lock me up, cut off all means of escape. I'm rot in this cage. Oh well, at least you'll be safe. I guess I've got insane. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. I guess I've got insane.
Okay, let's go.
No. What the fuck's wrong with me?
Oh, I love how that ends. I love how that ends. That was sick, man. If you released this last year, this was going to be my top 30 songs.
Damn.
if you had released this one, yeah, that one.
I'll have to wait for 2025.
Right, exactly. Oh man, that was a fun one. That was so sick. I'm not glazing. Like actually, like that was so sick.
I appreciate it. The next one is What's Gotten Into You, which also has a video, funny enough.
There's a video.
Yeah, that's this video.
Oh, this one. Okay.
You might want to stop the other one. Is the other one going to play? I was worried the one that you clicked on in the other one was going to start playing randomly.
No, I think. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I knew it. I
How
knew
do
it.
you
I know
know
Google Drive. I know Google Drive because it's done that to me before and it
You're a
scared the crap
genius.
out of me.
That was the first thing. Okay. I'm gonna learn to just trust Connor Quest when he says some stuff. All right.
Shadow shape doesn't match my frame. The window to my unholy past is stained. Lacerations I've no memory of. Went to recall last night, remembered that I forgot. Send help, I've slipped away. Still me, but don't feel the same. And when sense of self vacates, something must take its place.
Oh, I like that concept. So actually, you ended off the last song where like you start realizing it, right? And then here it's like that transition. So even the sequencing of these songs makes sense.
Yeah, that was really something I wanted to. I wanted it to have a little bit of a story there.
Take its place. There's a twist inside, it isn't me. Can't even recognize a mirror's image I see. What's gotten into you? Something's forcing me to move. Swear I don't wanna hurt you, but I might. Got a feeling that I can't shake. Whisper shriek from a dark place. See a door with its teeth in the archway. And a force that is peaking my heart rate. Left unchecked, this unstoppable growth. This spreads like moss on a cobblestone road. And it follows me home, an ominous omen.
Oh my god. What are you doing here? What is this?
Teeth in the archway, and a force that is peaking my heart rate. Left unchecked, this unstoppable growth. This spreads like moss on a cobblestone road. And it follows me home, an ominous omen. Closet of bones, never solving the problem, not even Watson in Holmes. Claws on the
Oh my god. And then it ends with the reference and it all, there's the O's. Dude, this is like if you didn't have, I'm going to say it this way. If you didn't have a video for this, I would catch maybe like 60% of this. And the reason why is because the rhyming is so good that I just lose track of the words at that point. I'm just enjoying the sound. You know, like at the level of a first listen, it's hard to enjoy like the sound and the lyricism at the same time when you're as compact as like Connor Quest here, right? Because there's so much there. I love when you do this.
About having replayability in more ways than just melodically. Obviously, melodically is great, but when you can really like start to dig into something, I think that's when you sort of have a really solid product.
Yeah, and if there's any point here where like you want to explain a bar specifically that I don't cover, just let me know.
yeah, sure, for sure.
peak in my heart rate. Left unchecked, this unstoppable growth. This spreads like moss on a cobblestone road. And it follows me home, an ominous omen. Closet of bones, never solving the problem, not even Watson in Holmes. Claws underneath the fingers like splinters. This form a hindrance to my normal existence. Offensive sense of soul, smell the cinders when the bell has told that call of dead ringers. And when sense of self vacates, something must take its place. There's a twist inside, it isn't me. Can't even recognize a mirror's image I see. What's gotten into you? Something's forcing me to move. Swear I don't wanna hurt you, but I might change when the lights go out. Man, I swear my bite's worse than my ground. What's gotten into you? Something's forcing me to move. Swear I don't wanna hurt you, but I might. I'm looking side to side, tired and bloodshot eyes. Ostracized society doesn't want my kind.
Okay, I like what you're also doing vocally here. What I will say, like, so far I've noticed like there's emotion tied to this as well, like even in the way you deliver, like it's not just you saying the words, but you feel like that emotion of how one of these villains would feel as they descend through the madness.
Yeah,
right?
as much as this is kind of a similar theme to the last one, I think emotionally it's a lot different.
Yeah.
It's a lot different emotionally. The last one was sort of like crazed, panicky, whereas this is a little bit more subdued, a little bit more methodical. And I particularly liked this part, just especially the harmonies in the back of this was like a really nice, like kind of creepy harmony that I managed to find as well.
Yeah.
Don't comply and the monster mind is compromised. And if the strong survive, then I'm on borrowed time. Walking side to side, tired and bloodshot eyes. Ostracized, society doesn't want my kind. Don't comply and the monster mind is compromised. And if the strong survive, then I'm on borrowed time. There's a twist inside, it isn't me. Can't even recognize a mirror's image I see. What's gotten into you? Something's forcing me to move. Swear I don't wanna hurt you, but I might. Shade when the lights go out. Then I swear my bite's worse than my ground.
Ooh, I like that part.
Gotten into you. Something's forcing me to move. Swear I don't wanna hurt you, but I might.
I like the video as well. Like it's very red themed. So
then Yuma went crazy. Yeah.
yeah, that's insane. Okay, I mean, you're off to a great start, Connor.
Yeah. Gone well so far. Witch Hunt is just audio for now.
Rumors spread like plagues, burning flames.
Okay.
Mobs form pitchforks and torches, tossed through phase, locked in the stockades. How to discover and capture a witch. They tend to lash out if you act like a bitch. Rocking your throat, swallowing choke back full of tricks. I'm in drones, fucking the crows, I'm cackling. Not practicing dark arts, I've mastered it. Black magic cast the hiss, sacrificial blood of lambs and pigs. Twigs wrapped in a string, stabbed with a pin. Now you're back as a twin jabbed in the ribs. That's
Stop! No, 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 no. I'm not doing this. I'm not. That's not happening.
It's even harder without the lyrics on screen, isn't it?
No, you're not doing this rhyme scheme when I can't even read the. Bro, what the hell? Okay.
How to discover and capture a witch. They tend to lash out if you act like a bitch. Rocking your throat, swallowing choke back full of tricks. I'm in drones, fucking the crows, I'm cackling. Not practicing dark arts, I've mastered it. Black magic cast the hiss, sacrificial blood of lambs and pigs. Twigs wrapped in a string, stabbed with a pin. Now you're back as a twin jabbed in the ribs. Add to the mix, rap whisk as a bass for the wings. Candles are lit, markings around like an alchemist ring. Hear the hounds of a basketball sing. Tattling fibs, dirt on my name. Digging up shit thrown down like the words on my grave. So set an old curse on the names. Now they want to see me walk with the worms in decay. Cause it's rumors spread.
Yeah, I needed that. I needed that break. Yeah. Explain the bars, cause I'm cooked over here. I'm cooked.
So this is a witch hunt, and it's sort of just based around being a witch in an old medieval town and being the terror of the villages. You know, rumors spread like plagues. There's a lot of like imagery of that era, guillotines and stockades, and there was the angry mob at the start.
Yeah.
You know, shouting, you know, burn him, burn in flames. And then, just a crazy scheme about listing off a load of witch ingredients that just, I was really surprised how many rhymed together. You know, rat whiskers, bat wings, candles lit, like all that sort of stuff. This was a very fun one to write.
That was crazy, man. At some point, I was like, bro, like, you're just an instrument here. Like, like I don't know what you're saying at this point. You're just an instrument. Like, you're hitting all the right spots.
I'm happy to be an instrument.
Bro, holy.
Burning flames. Angry mobs form pitchforks and torches, tossed through phase, locked in the stockades. I'm not guilty, bleeding from beneath the guillotine. Don't release that string. one dose should do it. Now I spit similar to a corrosive fluid, close to cell thrown into it. I'm in mold and sewage, living off scraps that rodents chewing. Commotion's doomed from reciting the glyphs on the oldest ruins of stoning druids. I put a spell on you.
In a way, sorry, I just cut off like a part where you're about to sing.
Oh,
Okay,
that's all good.
in a way, like rapping is also like being in tune with your voice and knowing like what sort of like voice acting in a way you can also perform,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the things that I enjoy from a rapper is when they're not just rapping the same voice the same way all the time. I like that
Yeah.
diversity.
Yeah, I mean, a big inspiration for this track particularly was Dan Bull, and obviously he's been an inspiration for my music for the longest time. But this one particularly is if I were to try and make a Dan Bull mob rap, essentially, like that's the inspiration behind this, and you know the sort of like sillier tones, but you know still keeping like a nice like hard like delivery with it because yeah you can be silly and you can be like kind of half-hearted and it makes it worse.
You're right. Yeah.
Like then it feels like you're just trying to like I don't know, it
Forced,
just doesn't
yeah.
come off right.
Yeah.
It's very very forced where you want to keep it natural. And I think that part in particular, going with the like silly old English style accent, which some might say I have anyway. But
Yeah, I enjoy that. It just adds some like, I mean, there's so much music out nowadays that like you need personality, and I think these
Yeah.
moments like give people something to latch onto into a song, like where
yeah,
like it stands out, and it's like something that at least in mainstream rap some rappers are scared to do because it like ruins their image or whatever, like
yeah, exactly, yeah.
which to me it doesn't make sense, but you know,
No,
it
you
is
need
what it
to
is.
you need to have the confidence to get a little silly with it sometimes, and I think people appreciate that.
yeah.
Ruins of stoning druids. I put a spell on you. And I hexed a boot. Stepped into a confession booth. And the reverend pukes when I tell the truth. Proof for whatever your worst impression is. Doubt me, I know I'm not worth these benefits. Sorry, gotta follow with your old school etiquette. A villain story depends who's telling it. Your word of
True.
mouth tastes like bitterness. Carried by the whispered winds. And when the rivers run with your innocence, looks like it's sink or swim. The judgment of a
Ooh,
man
that's a
so
creepy
sinister.
look.
When I walked into the room, they spat. Said I belong with the rats. They were right. Rumors spread like plagues. Burning flames. Angry mobs form pitchforks and torches. Tossed through flames, locked in the stockades. I'm not guilty, pleaded from beneath the guillotine. Don't release that string, or the judge can't hear over the mass hysteria. We're going on a witch hunt, going on a witch hunt.
Love it. So I feel this one was like the most like different out of the first few.
Yeah, it's definitely it's the most like sort of classic Connor Quest. Like the first two are definitely like instrumentally they're a lot more experimental, vocally they're a lot more experimental. This one was sort of like it's what I do. Like these are the songs that I make. You know.
Right. Yeah. It's a good song. It's a good song.
Thank you.
Now this one I reacted to, and I lost my mind on this one because actually I can't. I wanted to spoil something. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Let's go through it here.
When did this pile appear? I don't recognize the faces or the eyes or ears. John and Jane Doe's in plain clothes. Let's keep the cold case closed. The sound of silence, what I like to hear. Sipping double while I puff and smoke ciggies. Sipping rum and coke, dizzy sitting self-imposed jiffies with another blows kidney. It's bad.
That part, man. Whenever I listen to this song, this part just gets me moving. Like you are in a pocket right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play that.
I get very vivid memories of when I write certain lyrics. Like I can, if I think back to when I wrote a lyric, I can picture where I was in that
Ooh.
like moment, like physically, space wise. And I remember I was in Schwab's office, sitting at his chair at like probably like 6 a.m, and while he was asleep, just like, yeah, with that rhyme scheme just in my head, like trying to get it down because it was flowing so well on this beat particularly.
Yeah. Speaking of, what was that? What was that video of you guys promoting NPT? That was so insane.
That's marketing, brother.
That is scarred in my brain, and I never asked for that to happen. So okay, there's a discount code. I do.
Yeah,
I
discount
do.
code for NPC.
That was funny. Anyway.
When did this pile appear? I don't recognize the faces or the eyes or ears. Trying to chain those in plain clothes. Let's keep the cold case closed. The sound of silence, what I like to hear. Sip the double while I puff and smoke ciggies. Sipping rum and coke, dizzy, sitting self-imposed. Jiffies with another blows. Kidney is a bad habit and I suffer socially. Public speaking isn't easy when you're Buffalo Billy. Trouble roams with me in the alleyways. Twitching cause I'm over caffeinated. Have a panic attack, I'm spaced out. Another planet made. Prayers looking tasty, made me salivate. Fuck a salad plate, I need someone's tongue for my palate's taste. I don't mean a French kiss. Clutching on your pearls cause I'm on your neck. Liz, couldn't see your blood from beyond the red. Miss, no one's picking you up, just leave a message.
From the flow switches to how you scheme with like the tongue kiss and everything before that, like it just flowed so well. And every time I was like, this is the pocket I like, you'd find another pocket that I also like. And then it was like that over and over for up until the hook here.
One of those lines is true as well. I did last year have a panic attack from being over caffeinated.
Really? How much caffeine do you need for that to happen?
I was having a lot, and I ended up in the hospital.
What were you doing,
people say, you know, we don't rap about things that are true. I do. I rap about my panic attacks that I had because I had too many monsters.
Oh my god. How many did you have? So people know not to do this.
I was having at my peak of monsters, I was probably having 2 to 3 a day. Like energy drinks. Then I cut back to 1, and even that was too much. Then my body was just like, nah, stop it. Cease this action.
And you just stop? Or you just like
I've pretty much stopped now. I have like 1 a week maybe if I need it.
Yeah. Now my caffeine tolerance is really low, so even if I have like caffeine like 3 days in a row, because I don't drink any like Coke or Pepsi or anything, like I don't drink that much. So whenever I drink coffee, if it's 3 days in a row or if it's even 3 times in a day, my hands get shaky. Bro, that's
it'll mess you up. It'll mess you up.
Yeah, unless like you've built a tolerance towards it, like going from nothing to just like a ton of caffeine in a day, you definitely feel that. But at the same time, like for whatever reason, I feel like on top of my game when you know, like I feel
it definitely helps.
Yeah, like whether I'm gaming or like working on something, like if I'm like 3 cups of coffee in, like I am on top of it.
You're locked in. You're laser focused.
Yeah.
Couldn't see your blood from beyond the red. Miss, no one's picking you up, just leave a message. Bodies on the floor, they keep mine warm. There's someone at the door. Don't let them in, don't let them in. There's nothing to see here. No, no, no. Just bodies on the floor. So keep the door closed. I'm running to the core. But shall go. Who's at the door? Don't let them in, don't let them in. There's nothing to see. Nothing at all. Just bodies on the floor. Bodies. Buried hatches piling in the garden green. Likely killer red jacket sliding in the darkened street. Mike and thriller scared, vacant pale faces. They're whiter than ice vanilla. Trap souls that gasp don't but not quoting Bryson Tiller. Catch him if you can, run into the forest. It's the thrill of the chase, I love it to be honest. Not the bone in the closet, I'm sick and dishing this chronic. Only goes to take a metal fork to stick in the socket.
God damn, Connor. This is one of my favorite songs from you last year. By the way.
It's honestly, it's surprising.
I know, because I've been,
yeah.
because I was actually looking through like, I mean, most of nerdcore, like how the songs were, how it was performed, the numbers they're hitting and stuff like that, just to see how my opinion compared. And I feel like I might be outside of like the norm here, because this was one of my favorite songs. It was such a nice concept.
I appreciate that.
This one was like so dark and like it's so unique as a song. Right, so to me, I love this, and of course I love the pockets and the rapping and all that. So but yeah, let's finish this out. My camera did actually just turn off here, but we're gonna finish this song. I've already reacted to this, so like, you know, there's no surprises here anyway. So let's finish the song out.
I don't know how to show restraint when your last breath is mine overnight. No, I don't know how to show restraint
I love what you do here vocally.
when your last breath is mine overnight. Bodies on the floor, they keep mine warm. There's someone at the door. Don't let 'em in, don't let 'em in. There's nothing to see here. No, no, no. Just bodies on the floor. So keep the door closed. I'm running to the core. A trail of gore. Who's at the door? Don't let 'em in, don't let 'em in. There's nothing to see. Nothing at all. Just bodies on the floor. Bodies.
You want to
Yeah,
tell
one-
us? Yeah. Go
Oh
for
no,
it.
go for it. Go for it.
Oh, you go.
I was just gonna say, like, one thing that through this album I really wanted to focus on was details. So there's like things that instrumentally happen in the first verse that don't happen in the second, and vice versa. There's things that you'll hear in the second chorus and the third chorus that are different, and that like uniqueness throughout the different parts was something I really wanted to hone in on, because I find them fascinating and I love to create them and have these little tiny moments and details that only appear once throughout the song, and I tried to do that for a lot of these.
Right. No, I that's important because it keeps people guessing, you know, when you listen to a song and you've already heard the whole melody in the first half, like what's keeping you there for the second half?
Yeah.
I mean, like this is I'm talking from the perspective of like TikTok brain, but you know, a normal human being should be able to listen to a 3-minute song. It's not that big of a deal, guys. But like, there's people that need that constant like refresher, and it just makes the song better when there's things you don't expect as well. So this song here is called "Hear Me Out,"
featuring Eerie, VTuber singer and performer who you may have heard on some recent Daniel Rustage songs as well.
Yes.
We could go and slip out now, come hear me out. Baby, you don't need to fight wild. Hear me out. Come let me in, live under your skin. Baby, just give in. There's one place is worth giving up.
So what? They slave to those urges, lame introvert, and keep behind closed curtains. Words and cold.
I love the rhyming.
Yeah.
Baby, just give in. There's one place is worth giving up.
So what? They slave to those composer, just lame it trover. It keep behind closed curtains, words are coercive. Now you're my sole purpose, claiming your ownership, sealed with a stolen kiss. I'm going back and forth, going where you want me now, like Paramore, growling like an animal. Let's make a movie, get the clap, clap, clapperboard, scratching on the backboard with cash claws, sapping on my stamina. Now I'm run dry, love bites, drug highs, one try, tongue tied, threatened with the fun time. Probably unwise, but those eyes are like sunlight. Am I just blind? Trying to break free, am I being hasty? You're saying stay, please. Come and hear me out, come and hear me out. Be my safety, all of my daydreams. Sweet talk so tasty. Come and hear me out, come and hear me out. Hips.
Okay, so you on freaky time over here.
Yeah, freaky time. So this is that sort of kind of the seductive side of evil. You know, succubi and all those heinous thoughts, essentially. With sort of that you know, lustful voice in the back of your head.
Yeah, yeah. Even the way that you're delivering it is
Yeah.
very in that tone, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Lying, but you do. I'm the next victim, tied in your voodoo. Feeling like I'm impulse buying a fool who thought that he could get one by and could do. Silly me. Miming along to all your siren songs at writer's block. Suddenly I'm sliding. What must have been the high god? Cause the pheromones got me smelling gold. Heaven knows when in Rome you gotta show respect, but like to try once. Got me feeling like I'm God. Delusions of grandeur, cause you loosen the anchor. You consume me like Bermuda or a tumor as cancer. You question feeling crude, but I'm not rude, so I answer. You. Spend my whole life trying to be something. Now I spend my whole life to get she summoned. Getting rotten teeth, craving all your sweet nothings. I try to go, but my
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
getting rotten teeth, craving all your sweet nothings. I try to
What is that? Explain.
Yeah, trust me, Schwab had a great time with me recording this in the booth together.
Oh, that's
it's saucy, you know. It's a little getting on. It's on demon time. That's what it is. It's demon time.
Cutter, your mom listens to all your music. What do you?
I know. I've been told this. She'll survive.
Okay.
just keep coming. Wow.
She can press skip.
Break free, am I being hasty? You're saying stay, please. Come and hear me out, come and hear me out. Be my safety, all of my daydreams. Sweet talk so tasty. Come and hear me out, come and hear me out. Trying to break free, am I being hasty? You're saying stay, please. Come and hear me out, come and hear me out. Be my safety, all of my daydreams. Sweet talk so tasty. Come and hear me out, come and hear me out.
We could go and slip out now. Come hear me out, baby. You don't need to fight wild. Hear me out. Come let me in, live under your skin, baby. Just give in. 'Cause one taste is worth giving up for.
Very unique way that she delivers, and I like it.
Yeah,
It
I
stands.
mean, it was
it stands out.
it was so perfect for this because it was so like whispery but so
Yeah.
rich as well. Like
Yeah.
she was such a perfect pick for this song.
Yeah.
And one of the few parts that in this that I didn't write was her little bridge section there. It's one of the
Okay.
very few parts that I didn't write. Everything else has been me writing. That's one of the only parts in this album that's not written by me.
How
That was
did
all her.
did you just say this is for you to do, or did you just realize it was good and you're like, okay, we're keeping this? And
Yeah, she so I sent her the main chorus and I was like, oh, can you do like this like a few backups on this chorus? And then she said, oh, I was struggling to do the chorus, so I wrote something else. and then sent me that. I was like, this is great, we're having this. Like, absolutely.
that's amazing.
And then we did figure out the chorus. It was just some like harmony stuff, but yeah, it was very good.
I want to hear more of her because
Yeah.
she definitely has like
Absolutely.
a unique sound there. And Linkin Park vibes already.
Congratulations, blow your candles, make a birthday wish. Don't mind the odor and dilapidated furnishing. You're 1 year older, one more circle around the earth we live. Let's celebrate, could be your last, we'll make it worth the trip. What's the knife for, you say? Well, for slicing a cake. We're so nice when we play, why would you try to escape? Quick hide away, I'll count to 5, then I'll chase. At the right time and the place, we're sure to brighten your day. 'Cause the party never ends, you should bring all your friends. Now why would you wanna leave? Everything you need, we serve it here. Eternal years of birthday cheers, turning tears to laughter. Yes, we'll look after you, dear. Don't fear, the party never ends while you're here. You got balloons going.
I love this might be definitely the top tier of the songs that I like
Really?
on this. Yeah.
This surprised me because a lot of people have said this when I've showed it to them, that they really, really like this song. And it's so weird because I thought people wouldn't like this song as much because I thought it was a bit too weird.
What? Okay, when you decide, like, when you try and, I mean, you know who listens to your music the most. So how do you determine, like, if they're gonna like it or not? Like, how do you even differentiate?
I mean, apparently I'm always wrong, so that doesn't matter apparently. But no, I just obviously I show Schwab a lot of my stuff. He's sort of a good reference point just because I trust his opinion a lot.
Yeah.
And he said this was one of his favorites.
Yeah.
I often show people like Shiro and Fresh Canal as well. Obviously, he did the mix and mastering for it, but generally, I like showing him my stuff. And yeah, I just sometimes I feel like certain things are a bit too out there that I want and that I like. So I assume other people aren't necessarily going to be as into it as much, but I don't care because I like it.
Yeah.
But then apparently it works out sometimes, and my weirdness comes across well.
Yeah, because it's authentic, you know. It's I mean, I know what you mean though, because like sometimes it won't. Like sometimes something that you like won't hit because it's so niche.
Yeah,
and it's so like
I was particularly worried about the harmonies in this because this is a spoilers. This is a FNAF song.
Okay.
This is a Five Nights at Freddy's song, and there were a lot of little details I wanted to add in here, with the harmonies, in that a lot of them were like sort of descending.
Mm-hmm.
So in the background, party never ends.
Right.
And I wanted it to kind of sound like animatronic shutting down.
Oh,
Like,
okay, yeah.
You know, and I had these like weird little ideas.
Oh no, that's
like,
sick.
Sort of,
yeah.
it's
I like
but
that.
to me, it like sort of I wanted it to be slightly off-putting as well because it is meant to be one of the creepier songs.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the delivery at the start as well, and yeah, but hey, apparently I did all right with this one.
Yep, yeah, you definitely did.
Cheers, turning tears to laughter. Yes, we'll look after you, dear. Don't fear, the party never ends while you're here. You got balloons going through all of this trouble for you. The band is drumming and humming a tune. Malfunction. Suddenly sputtering fumes. They're coming for you. Struggle to move in the puppet to suit the way stuff them into. Like they're covered in glue as the blood and guts bubble and ooze through the nuts and the screws after rusting it. Cover for brooms. Gets quite gory. Eternal naps after bedtime stories. Tantrum thrown and you wet like poor me. Don't fight, you'll be in the next life shortly. Survey appetite with pizza, burgers, and the fries. When you turn up for a bite, we can certainly oblige. You can see you're in denial. This is your biggest event. One more body on the pile will put a spring in your step. 'Cause the party never ends. You should bring all your friends. Now why would you wanna leave? Everything you need, we serve it here. Eternal years of birthday cheers, turning tears to laughter. Yes, we'll look after you, dear. Don't
Dude, this is a sick song, man. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
this is at the top of my list. Like this
Brilliant.
and your first song. Those two are my
Yeah.
top two. My top two. Yeah.
That's good to know.
Vampire Teeth, you have this
Yeah.
one.
This one has video as well.
Oh, by the way, guys, this is my first time hearing this as well. I know this came out like 3 weeks ago, but I've not had the chance to keep up with nerdcore the past couple weeks, so this is also my first time listening. It's cool.
There's a crimson flavor, a stiff like wine. Need a quick little taster, a drip from the ivy, a lick that'll savor. And think of in my dreams, skipping the day, get the quick witch I sleep. Slept so long, been collecting dust. Turn to rise and shine when there's a setting sun. Caught a whiff, is a scent of blood. The high hits really mess me up. I'm in the swing of things now like a pendulum. If I'm in, I don't bite, I'm just trying to get some grub. Maybe that's why I'm so aggy. Go patty, told me is gazing alone, and he best to run. The red colour of the light will mixture. Red like the gums when your hygiene is poor. Red like it rubbed on your iris, it's sore. Red
Okay, everything here is a bar. Everything's a bar. Okay, 1 second. No, we have to.
He's gonna. Yeah, we did it. We did it.
We have to do this. I've been holding out. I've been holding out. I thought I could hold out. I need the bar reading glasses. I'm not. How am I supposed to catch them? Genius mode activated. Let's go all the way back.
Activated.
There's a crimson flavor, a stiff like wine. Need a quick little taster, a drip from the ivy, a lick that'll savor. And think of in my dreams, skipping the day, get the quick witch I sleep. Slept so long, been
my
collecting
God.
dust. Turn to rise and shine when there's a setting sun. Caught a whiff, is a scent of blood. The high hits really mess me up. I'm in the swing of things now like a pendulum. If I'm in, I don't bite, I'm just trying to get some grub. Maybe that's why I'm so aggy. Go patty, told me is gazing alone, and he best to run. The red colour of the light will mixture. Red like the gums when your hygiene is poor. Red like it rubbed on your iris, it's sore. Red like the rum that the shining kid saw. And they've said this in Land's Over. With a pen I am Bram Stoker. I'm the villain that you hate, that your brand older. So
Yeah.
release from the pain that you glance over. I'm the story that you heard of when you huddled around a campfire. Stalking all the herdsmen, I've been hunting like a jaguar. Falling like a shadow when you're running through the black bar. Living forever cause I'm a motherfucking vampire.
That's a nice sudden transition, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? It seems you're bleeding again.
Because like usually I'd be against the sudden transition, but this one works.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
it starts with a dun, so it's like
It's
I
so
guess,
sharp.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so sharp. And it's very, Transylvania, like that type of chord with the organs and stuff. I wanted it to be very Transylvania.
Yeah, it matches up.
You know it's bound to happen if I see your neck. And if you sleep with me, no, my world is upside down. Feel a catch in your throat when my teeth come out. Lonely in this castle, I've been needing a friend. You're my darling distraction from the feeling of death. Love is skin deep and mine's cold. Watch the sun go down. Feel a catch in your throat when my teeth come out. Come join the fan club, we got badges. Party in the mansion, lots of us to hang with. Dressed in the best cut fabric, sipping on the Kool-Aid, it's a cold classic. Stand at the top of a steeple and I got the cathedral like a Monica Regal. Now I'm taking on the sheepfold.
Ugh, I love that. I love that. The syllables, how you have them placed
Yeah.
right there.
There's just some rhymes that sometimes I do them and I'm like, how does that work? Like the top of a steeple of a Gothic cathedral.
Yeah.
Like the English language is fantastic. Like how does that rhyme?
Why would that
I
work
love it.
out? Why would that
Yeah,
work
why
out?
would that work? It's so good. I love the English language.
Catching your throat when my teeth come out. Come join the fan club, we got badges. Party in the mansion, lots of us to hang with. Dressed in the best cut fabric, sipping on the Kool-Aid, it's a cold classic. Stand at the top of a steeple and I got the cathedral like a Monica myself, I've shed a lot of time, but self-reflection never crossed my mind. Hold the cross, you bear tight, keep the stakes sharp.
okay.
Greeting my new neighbor in the graveyard. Oh, would you look at that? You seem depleted again. You know it's bound to happen if I see your neck. And if you sleep with me, no, my world is upside down. Feel a catch in your throat when I take out. Love me in this castle, I've been needing friend. You're my darling distraction from the feeling of death. Love is skin deep and mine's cold. Watch the sun go down. Feel a catch in your throat when I take 'em out.
Beautiful. The whole album, like as a whole, is like, you're right. It just fits. Everything just fits together
Yeah.
like a puzzle piece. You know, like every single piece. We got one more, don't we?
2 more. I
Two more.
think.
Two more. Let's
Two
go.
more.
Let's go.
This is the only one that's not produced by me. This is produced by Absolute Zero.
All right, let's play Absolute Zero.
Yeah.
I've heard. Oh yeah, I did hear. Is this the beat? No, it's not. Never mind. I had heard a snippet on Twitter. This is not.
Final boss, that big bad that you're frightened of. Thunder claps and a lightning shock. I get pressed and strike with the iron's hot. Ice and frost, cold as a light, but I'm rising hot on climate watch.
Okay. We scheming. We barring out again. Okay.
Final boss, that big bad that you're frightened of. Thunder claps and a lightning shock. I get pressed and strike with the iron's hot. Ice and frost, cold as a light, but I'm rising hot on climate watch. I put my card every timing's off like Tony Soprano, a violent mob. Time of monster, a titan god. You'll hear me coming on silent shot. Flip this earth like seismic toss any night or day. That's like and rock. Virus cough, I'm spreading my violence till you wiped out like sinus snot. You're a stick for the power in a pile of thoughts. Just feed the fire like third ice and rock. 10-foot tower on broad as buildings. Where's your hero? Oh yeah, I killed him. Straight told you, brother, I spilled him. Then I jumped that jump and filled him. It's skilled.
This is very British in a way. This is like oh my god, Stormzy made this song with no, why would I forget it now? But like this is just very UK rap. This is very UK rap.
No, I see that. It does have that like I mean it's 140 BPM, so that is grime tempo.
Yeah. And you're barring out too. You're cooking.
Yeah.
You're cooking.
Island thoughts, just feed the fire like third ice and rock. 10-foot tower on broad as buildings. Where's your hero? Oh yeah, I killed him. Straight told you, brother, I spilled him. Then I jumped that jump and filled him. It skilled him. Arm to the teeth, got grills in. I don't ever feel guilt, so they tell me I'm ill. Any power that they tried to take, I just willed it back. Bad and Batman's bang, pow. Catch hands in the fast like pitchers. Be shelling down splinters, ninjas. Running in pain like flash with blisters. I swiped in a match like Tinder. Strike like a matchbook, cashing cinders. Melt in a blaze like wax and wicks dust. You're as fake as your action figures.
Oh my god, you're scheming out of your mind all over this song. All over. How long did it take you to write the song?
I had to write this in a bit. This was the last one that I wrote for the album, and I was coming very close to deadline. So this probably on and off for 4 days I was writing this. Yeah, it took quite a lot out of me. I won't lie, because I was like, oh god, I have to write this song, but it's like one of the most lyrically intensive songs on the
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think it came out quite well though.
Yeah, no words there didn't belong there. Like it was like
Yeah,
carefully calculated. Every single line led to something else, and
yeah,
this is like no wasted words.
yeah.
here.
That's a big thing I like to have with my lyrics. Is you wouldn't be able to at any point take a 4-line stanza and move them somewhere else in the song, and it would make sense.
right.
It all has to go in the order that it is placed.
Yeah.
And if you put a line like 2 lines above, it just wouldn't make sense anymore.
That's hard to do too, because like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's easy to come up with bars because a lot of people can't do it, but like for you, for example, it's easy to come up with bars, but like to also sequence them, like for a whole song, like that's a whole other project in itself. Because you know, maybe you think of the hardest line you could ever come up with, but it's like, okay, what surrounds us? Like, how do I chain this into this?
How do I
spot?
get to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And wakes us, you're as fake as your action figures. We're the zombies in the crowd, we're provocative and foul. Tear this crock of shit all down, the apocalypse is now. Zombies in the crowd, provocative and foul. Tear this crock of shit all down.
Ooh. Oh, this is a whole different. Okay.
Yeah.
He's cooking. He's cooking.
Yeah.
Almighty, floor psyche, I see it all like the Mordor eye that the orcs guide me. Core blind me, British on a dark and raw tight beat, sort of tidy. Life squeeze like a torted eye, forget the poison variety. I cause the tide to be 4 foot higher than I could leave mine. At times they will be idolizing me. Sakuna the roller, the one that gives orders to goons and the troopers and goobers and coopers. Backstabbing like Julius Crew and a mutinous crew does. Luther to any super, sleep on me, snoozing with Freddy Krueger. Moves and only moves.
Calm down, Eminem. You're not doing this. Dude, what is this, man? Why are you...
Look, Zero went so crazy on the drop that I was like, well, now I have to match an instrumental, which is insane. I've never had to do that before.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Like, I thought the first part of the song you were going crazy, and here you're just... What is this, bro? This is like... Oh my god, like... You know, like how in this is more recent Eminem songs where like you'll like have a song, but then at the end it's like this insane rhyme scheme where like you're just, what is he even saying at this point? And then you actually pause after every word to listen to what he's saying, and you catch the bar, so you're like, there's no way he's also barring out during this. This is what this is, Connor.
Yeah. That's exactly what it's the last battle. It's the final fight against the anime boss. You know, this is the final boss of anime rap.
You're levitating, man.
Almighty, floor psyche, I see it all like the Mordor eye that the orcs guide me. Core blind me, British on a dark and raw tight beat, sort of tidy. Life squeeze like a torted eye, forget the poison variety. I cause the tide to be 4 foot higher than I could leave mine. At times they will be idolizing me. Sakuna the roller, the one that gives orders to goons and the troopers and goobers and coopers. Backstabbing like Julius Crew and a mutinous crew does. Luther to any super, sleep on me, snoozing with Freddy Krueger. Moves and only moving up when the moon does. They're improving, can do with the revolution. It's time for a change in the natural order. Too long just going backwards and forwards. Too many times you'll stand in the corner and wait your turn like a lamb to the slaughter. The fact that the poor are a stab with an ordinate standards is short that your hand it was short of the hand that you draw from a stack, and you sure it was tampered with all this gas that was dormant. Now rise to the surface. I'll be the judge that is finding a verdict. Holding a grudge and a type is squirming till all those lies are determined. You can fight me, kill me, but you can't fight time in the turning of minds that are certain to find the unworthy and die with a purpose. We're the zombies in the crowd, till all those...
Bro, you're giving me goosebumps. I want to be a villain after this.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's very like a villain's manifesto. Like it's like a final speech to get everyone on his side.
Oh my
That
god.
is what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted this song to be. It's like it makes you agree with him. Because you know there's those villains who are like, yeah, he has a point.
Yeah.
There's some of those
he's
villains you
winning
look
me
at and
over
go,
here. I'm like, yeah, he
talking.
was.
Wait, he's talking.
He was giving the shorter end of the stick. Yeah, he deserves to do this.
The judge is finding a verdict. Holding a grudge and a type is squirming till all those lies are determined. You can fight me, kill me, but you can't fight time in the turning of minds that are certain to find the unworthy and die with a purpose. We're the zombies in the crowd, we're provocative and foul. Tear this crock of shit all down, the apocalypse is now. Zombies in the crowd, provocative and foul. Tear this crock of shit all down.
Woo! I love that. Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, the instrumental just takes me back to my 2012 days of listening to dubstep in my bedroom as well.
Yeah.
It's just such a throwback for me.
Isn't that crazy? Like dubstep was like such a huge trend, and it like kind of
Oh
just
yeah,
there's only a specific window where it was a thing, and then
yeah.
like no one listened to it again, and that was it.
Until now.
Dude, he went crazy with the beat, and then you rap your living ass off on this, man. Holy
Thank you.
shit.
Thank you.
Holy shit. This one goes at the top of the list for me as well. Like those are my top 3 songs now.
Yeah.
Last one, A Villain's Reprise. Let me get this up here.
The album closer.
I was like you once. I gazed at the future with hope in my eyes. Yes, I was like you for a time. But the years and people, neither were kind to me. I'd pilot my wildest dreams, but the sky was too high to reach. That's how it seemed. So tell me now, what's wrong? What's right? Moon shines at night, but it's still the sun's light. One coin, 2 sides. All decide which remains upright. When did I cross the line? What happened to the strong survive? Oh.
So this actually brings us back to like a bit to the start of the album where you're explaining the concept and
Yeah.
the descent into madness and then realizing it. This also matches up actually with a lot of like anime themes, like the way anime is structured. Like by the time the villain dies or like gets defeated or whatever, he starts reflecting back on
That is
on
yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
exactly what this song is. It's the end. The song before was the last battle, and he was obviously this is his defeat essentially,
yeah,
and
beautiful.
reflecting on everything that has come before. And it also has what happened to the strong survive is I mentioned strong survive in what's gotten into you as well.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. This
yeah.
is greatly structured and written.
We dance on the edge of a knife. A hero's fall is a villain's rise. A villain's rise. Light can blind you for good, but you grow accustomed to the dark. Thrown aside, misunderstood, with a slowly rusting broken heart. Life has lessons that you get to know. Secrets and enemies are best kept close. So between you and me, the difference is only a given up dream. Both willing to bleed, conviction, beliefs, the one in the same, a mirror of each. There's no turning back around. So tell me now, what's wrong? What's right? Moon shines at night, but it's still the sun's light. One coin, 2 sides. All decide which remains upright. When did I cross the line? What happened to the strong survive? Oh, we dance on the edge of a knife. A hero's fall is a villain's rise. A villain's rise.
Wow, I this is sick. This is a sick way
Thank
to
you.
end it
Thank
because
you.
like it just puts it all into perspective as well.
Yeah.
And I even like the imagery you brought up there, like the light, the moon, the dark, good, evil. So
Yeah.
even the imagery, the way that you use the words here to really make it relatable, like the villain basically is like, look, so many little things could have gone a different way and you would have been exactly in my spot, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it's also like the environment that you grow up in, or the environment that you have to go through, that also shapes you. So then, like, maybe your intention is good, but then you fall on the wrong path. Like, it
Yeah.
the lyricism here brings all those thoughts to my head. So I think like that is probably the point of what
Oh yeah, no,
what the song
absolutely,
was,
and
right?
I'm really glad that comes across. There's also just like there's two ways that I think things can be interpreted in one line, which is when did I cross the line? In the first chorus, it's quite solemn, like this character is asking like when did I cross the line? When did I reach that point and go over the edge? And in the second chorus, it's a lot angrier, and it's almost like he's asking, "When did I cross the line?"
Yeah.
You know, what do you mean I've crossed? What line have I crossed? Like this is how it's meant to be, and there's
Hmm.
like a two sides of that, and
The coin,
that's why I
yeah.
wanted one chorus to be angrier and one chorus to be more like reflective and sorrowful. It's kind of the two, and again, it's a lot of this album is a descent into a sort of acceptance of what he has become,
Yeah,
from the start of being like, oh god, what's happening, to
exactly.
this it's like, this is what I am.
Hmm.
And I'm really glad that comes across like throughout. I'm
Yeah,
very happy.
this album was like very, so, like, this is not shade on anyone, by the way, but like some albums won't be as close knitted, in terms
Mm.
of how every song
Oh yeah, and I've
goes.
done that as well. Like my
Exactly.
first album was exactly the same.
And nothing against that, but when you do an album like this, it's like so easily digested by someone, because
Mm.
you're not like jumping from one place to another, or different vibes or different messages. They can follow the story, and in a way it's like a season of a show or something, right? Where
Yeah.
like there's a linear progression there, and it just all ties so well into each other. You
Yeah.
mentioned you worked on this for like a year or so, right?
Yeah.
um what did you struggle with while writing this?
I struggled. Honestly, the production was, I said at the start, like I produced like five of the songs immediately, and but finishing them was the struggle for me, as finishing the production and then also producing the others. Um, Making sure that everything fit was another one as well. There was actually a song I cut from this album because I couldn't. Not only was I struggling to finish it, but it also felt a little bit out of place. Um, so yeah, finishing things was definitely the struggle because, like I also said about the details, is I also wanted to add in so many little things, and I wanted to keep adding stuff and keep, you know, freshening up certain parts, and you know, something's wrong with me. That's probably the seventh final master that we did
Oh my
of the entire
god.
song. Yeah, yeah, it's like the seventh finalized version.
Final
Um,
V1, V2, V3. Final
exactly, it's
V1.
literally like that. Um, and yeah, writing I think is always going to be the easiest part for me. I don't think I struggled with writing. Not that it's, easy to do, but for me it's where I flourish and I find the most enjoyment in, so it feels easier. It's definitely not easier, as Last Battle definitely proved to me. Trying to get that written was definitely a struggle, but fun at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, is there first of all, before we close out the video here, is there anything you'd like to discuss, or anything you felt we didn't bring out in the video that you'd like to give,
No,
or
honestly, I was really surprised that you like sort of picked up where I was coming from with a lot of the songs, and I think that hopefully is, not only testament to your, ability and knowledge, but
It's just
also
the genius mode glass.
it's the genius mode. But I hope it's also testament to the songs
Yeah,
being, somewhat, you know, easy to understand and very digestible in their message. And
I think so. Yeah,
I think that's important. I think if you don't want to overcomplicate a message
right.
um, with a song, because I think you can sometimes get wrapped up in, especially with rap generally.
Mhm.
A lot of people want to be extremely complex, especially lyrically. I mean, that's what I do. But when it comes to like what you're trying to get across, you don't want that to be complicated.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
you want to simplify something complicated, not complicate something simple. As
Ooh, I like that.
Luna C once said in an interview, which I found quite poignant.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to think about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, the songs that resonate with me, at least emotionally, are the ones where such a complex emotion is dwindled down to like two lines, and then
yeah,
it grasps the whole emotion, whether it's love or hate or whatever it is,
mm,
and just two lines made me think of so much in my head, and
yeah,
that's when you know you wrote something like very very well.
yeah,
And there's quite a few of those moments here in the song, especially this last song. I would
yeah.
say is the one where it had most of those moments as well. um but yeah, I enjoyed this album, and thank you for joining me for a full
Oh,
album
thank you for listening
video.
to it with me. I really appreciate it. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad I'm glad you enjoyed it.
perfect. And guys, of course, check out Connor Quest channel. I am linking it in my description as well. I'll comment it as well. Check out his whole album. Run up the numbers. I mean, there's some amazing songs here, and then those to me that aren't top tier are still like great. So it's like there are no skips. There's actually no skips. I'm trying to
Thank
think of
you.
it. There's no skips.
Yeah.
So um it just makes sense to listen to this whole thing from in order as well. So yeah, shout out Connor Quest for that. Anything else you want to shout out at the end here?
Think so. I think the only person I didn't mention was Isakova is the vocalist for Something's Wrong with Me. Mix and mastered full album by Freshy Canal. Dealt with my constant revisions. So big props to my brother there. Um uh Schwabity for all the me sending him final mixes to listen through and like get his opinion. Yeah, just anyone that was involved with this album in any way, I'm very appreciative for.